Sean is not a good character. One might even say he's worst character in the game. I kind of agree. But if you ask Tomoshi Sadamoto, one of the game developers of Third Strike, he would say that we plan to have him used as a kind of handicap, where good players can say, hey, come on, let's keep playing. I'll use Sean, and their friends could still keep playing with them even with the skill gap. First of all, if somebody beckoned me over while I'm leaving the cab and I'm salty and they said, hey man, don't worry, I'll pick Sean next time. Do you know how tight I would be? I would be covered in sodium chloride. I would leave the arcade so fast. I would make no friends. I would go home and do something else. With that as our goal, we really had no choice but to make him weak. So since Sean is weak, we decided he'd be a disciple in the story. He's a disciple for a reason, so it's fine if he's weak now. We figured, haha. And this comes from courtesy of VentHubs in 2016. There was an interview at the CFN portal. Maybe I'll put a link in the description for it. This is the design of Sean. He is intended to be a character who isn't as good as other characters. So he can be used to compensate if you're a much better player, and you can still play your friends with this character. And I think that's tight. I think this character is really cool for that reason. Most people are frustrated and they're like, the second impact Sean was really good, even though he was busted and broken. And if he held back and hit, what was it, heavy punch, he built extra meter. Y'all don't want good characters, you want cheap characters. That's all right. But he's intended to be weak, and I think that's tight. So in this video today, I'm going to go over pretty much when I have a bright idea about Sean, it turns out to not work in the worst or funniest way possible. So I want to highlight some of my findings or lack thereof. So what typically happens with Sean is people compare him to Ken. Why play Sean if you can just play Ken? Because everything Ken does is basically better. So I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about what they have that is comparable. So I pulled up the frame data for both Sean and Ken. And there's three things in particular that I do want to highlight. If there is one normal that Sean has that's better than the other Shotos, is that his standing light punch actually has more frame advantage. So you can see here Sean's jab, +5 on block, hit, crouching advantage. Ken, same thing, but same startup, but 3 advantage, 3 on hit, 3 crouching advantage. So that sounds great, right? It doesn't hit them when they're crouching. Nope. Now the same is true for Ken. So I mean, it's not really that impactful. But one thing that he might have that's better than other characters, can't even really use it. There are some characters where you can't actually use it, which is Hugo. Hugo cannot crouch under this. So when he's blocking, there you go. Specifically in the Hugo matchup, you can enjoy 2 more frames of advantage than Ken would. And the distance is actually pretty good. It's nothing like a Boogie standing light punch, but hey, you can use it in this matchup. Now, I was looking today I got trolled again from the developers before 1999. I was like, wait a minute. Hugo can lariat Urien when he's crouching, so probably he has a higher hitbox, so maybe the light punch works on Urien. Well, I got news for you. Kinda. He has like a moving hurt box when he's crouching, so sometimes it'll hit, and then when he stands back up into it, it'll hit him. But it doesn't work at all when he's blocking. So, well, so much for my +2 more advantage on block against Urien. Can't use that. So rip standing light punch. I can't think of another character. Maybe Q. It's worth a shot. I'll do it live. Yeah. Oh, it works on Q. There you go. Enjoy your more advantage on Q. Let me just make sure. Kind of whips on hit, just like with Urien too. But hey, they're not gonna like wake up with neutral block. So there you go. Enjoy it against Q, I guess. Oh, you know what's kind of funny? Because Q has more advantage when he crouches too. So that's actually +7 on Q. Hey, this button's okay against Q. Here you go. Okay, so more practical things. More practical normals with Sean compared to Ken. When you think of Third Strike, you think of Ken because Ken has great footsies, and part of that is because of down medium kick and crouching heavy kick. These are like the staple whiff punishes of Third Strike. And they're also enhanced by Ken's mid-range, like his standing medium kick, his dash, his overall movement, and his ability to hit that low forward in a super if he parries something. Ken is a beast at mid-range. And Sean has some he can do down medium kick, and he can do down heavy kick. He has those tools available to him. But if you look at the frame data, Ken's crouching medium kick, 6 frames, and his crouching roundhouse, also 6 frames. One can knock down and has more range. His crouching roundhouse, crouching medium kick, you can cancel it into mostly super. 6 and 6 startup, right? Sean's is slower. They made his crouching forward 1 frame slower, and his roundhouse is 2 frames slower than Ken's. So it actually makes it even worse when it whiffs because they have equal active frames and recovery frames. So it also makes this move easier to whiff punish because it has more total animation frames. So that's unfortunate for Sean. These two normals are not as good as Ken's, just on a surface level. Now, if we were to also talk about what is also wrapped around the neutral, Sean, his mid-range is terrible. He don't got nothing. So Ken has heavy kick, and that's really more than enough. This heavy kick covers so much space. It can't be parried low. It does a grip of damage if they try to down parry and it hits them. So he's got it, you know? Ken doing Ken things, superior down medium kick and all that. Sean's mid-range is terrible. The closest thing you get is this heavy punch, and look at the range. It is whack. So this heavy punch is the closest he's going to get to having a mid-range tool that actually can't be parried low. It's also -7 on block. I didn't know that. That's terrible. So you got to do a move that's also -7 close just to prevent them from down parrying. On hit, I didn't know that either. It's punishable on hit. Man. I wrote down like 10 different things, and I just can't stop finding ways that are worse with this character. So this is punishable by Ken's super. If you hit him with a heavy punch, he can super you. Man, I've been hitting heavy punch like twice in a row. And we're looking at about 9 startup, and Ken's heavy kick is actually slower. Yeah, it's slower, but the range more than makes up for it. So that's all you got in mid-range that can't be parried low. Now he also has standing medium kick. Yeah, look at this move. That's a mid-range tool, right? Extended hitbox beyond the hurt box. That's great, right? You can parry this low. And there's no reward. This move. It's a move. This is such a regular fighting game move. It's just a kick. It's even on hit. Maybe it's less on standing hit. Yep, -1 on standing hit. It can frame trap after, not really. It doesn't frame trap after heavy kick. It's just in range. And what I find a lot about Sean is so many things are just not by the numbers real at all. Or they're just an extreme gimmick, and we're going to get into those later. So like heavy kick actually does have frame advantage on block, but you're not in range for anything else except for like heavy punch. So nothing's really gonna frame trap from here, but your closest thing from here is that medium kick, which apparently just whiffs if they move back in the slightest. Oh my god, it probably just hits them only if they're crouching. Alright, I quit. Okay. So his standing heavy kick does have advantage. This move is actually really good. His close heavy kick, actually really good. But as far as this standing medium kick, man, it ain't really a whole lot to it. That's it. But that's his mid-range. That's how all these things kind of come together. Now, with his slow down medium kick, you can't convert much off of it from a distance. Now, you can combo crouching medium kick into EX Tornado, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. You can do that, but not when it's too far away. It don't work. The first hit whips, so it doesn't actually combo all the time. You got to be pretty close, but if you're too far away, it don't work. You also have light kick, tornado kick. See how that second hit whips? Very nice, -11. And then the medium kick tornado doesn't combo. So the heavy kick, don't even worry about it. Don't work. So your best bet is Like if you're gonna win the round, down medium kick, light kick tornado, or EX tornado if you're really close. Yeah, but this is one of the reasons why oftentimes you see Sean picked with Hado Burst, because that is one thing that you do get. You can whiff punish with down medium kick and then go into Hado Burst. This knockdown's not the best, but if you dash up twice, you actually have some advantage and you can walk up and car throw them. Maybe walk up and heavy kick them. Other than that, it's pretty simple. That's what he does in neutral. He has down medium kick. He has crouching heavy kick. Some matchups you can hit this button for no reward. You can super after it, but they can parry it pretty easily. That's it. His neutral is so bad. I feel like I'm playing Hugo with him. The way I have to parry my opponent's normals in neutral just to get a whack punish. Oh, I should mention one thing he has in neutral, which is tackle. You can use tackle as a poke. So what you do is you do the tackle and then hold it if you see them whiff something, if they happen to whiff something, and then you can punish it for the great reward of no Oki. It's plus 13 when you knock them down. You don't get nothing if you tackle them. So, I mean, if it stuns them, cool, but at best, I mean, I'm getting into the close range gimmicks a little bit here, but you can threaten the tackle, and then now you're in that range, and now you can start to collar grab and that kind of thing. And then if they try to attack, you can do the tackle. Yeah, it sucks. Besides Hado Burst, you might think, well, maybe Shoryucannon's good to pair it with this down medium kick, right? Wrong. At a close range, not so bad. But if you do it at a distance, if you do it at about right here, oh, it whiffs. Sucks to be you. From a distance, if they're standing, nah, good luck. It ain't gonna hit. It ain't gonna hit. Now the Super R3, it's actually pretty good. Super R3. Yes, the Super is actually pretty good. You're not gonna have to worry at all, in most cases, about this whiffing. The only problem is that the meter is very long. It takes a while to get to it. But Super Art Theory is very good. All of Sean's supers are equally average. Oh, one more thing about sweep. So we talked already about how Sean's sweep is slower than Ken's by 2 frames. It's 2 frames slower, also making it more whiff punishable because they have the same active and recovery. It also has a slightly worse knockdown. So we're looking at plus 17 for Sean. And for Ken, we're looking at 19. I should also mention that Sean, if you do his dash forward, it's 14. And Ken's is 17. Because not only does he have a faster dash, he also covers more distance with his dash. I thought he was just slower but had more distance. But it turns out he just has a faster dash. Yeah, okay. Plus 1 for Sean. Plus 1 for Sean. He's got an okay dash. Better than Ken's. Another thing you can compare to Ken is close medium punch. So Ken's patented target combo. Actually, I have SA1 right now, but you can confirm his target combo in the super. Just pretend I have SA3. And that's really good. You can't parry it low. It's easy to confirm. So what can Sean do? Well, he also has a medium punch. But it only goes into target combo. That's it. This is also -1 when they're standing. This target combo's, I mean, it's something you got, and it actually is something you can hit confirm. You can cancel it so late that you can confirm the second hit. But that's it. There is some special way you can delay this to actually link in an SA3, but I tried off stream to remember how to do it. I couldn't figure it out. I think I did it in the combo trial like a year ago or something. But yeah, that's all he gets. But the good news is he does have a good attack that you can't parry low, and that is close heavy kick. This move is actually very good. This is a good move. You gotta hit them crouching, but you also have to time it weird because it's +1 when they crouch, but you gotta you gotta delay it or something like that. So yeah, this stand heavy kick is really good, but we're not talking about what Sean is good at today. We're talking about what you think might be good with him, but is actually still bad. So yeah, another thing Ken is good at is something like short super. Right? Short super, SA3, really good. You can hit confirm it, and if you're at a distance, still good. If you're at a distance with Ken, short super is still great. So now I think with Sean's Shoryucannon is a bit underrated. It has a great knockdown, good damage. I think it's one of his most rewarding supers as like as far as if you get a hit with the super, I think Shoryucannon is the best out of all three. And you can do it with short super. You can do short super with Shoryucannon, and then you get this excellent knockdown. You can juggle with it. However, if you're just a little bit too far away, it don't hit. Maybe if they're crouching, nope. Boom, 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 boom. So you gotta be right in their business. You gotta get real personable, and you can do 2 light kicks in the Shoryucannon. But it's good. If you can hit it, it's good. This is another reason why many times Sean players will pick Hado Burst, because the range doesn't really matter. You can do short Hado Burst, and you can get a combo. Hooray, you can get something. So we're gonna get into the weeds just a little bit about what Sean can do up close. And we are gonna talk about that standing heavy kick. What is this? Okay, so he does have a car grab with forward heavy punch. This move right here, which is also, if you mess up his car grab, you get a really slow, apparently maybe 32 startup. No way that hits on frame 32. But you'll get his overhead if you mess up his car throw. This overhead is incredibly slow, unsafe on hit if I recall correctly. This is a move that actually has decent range in neutral, but it is so slow. And it's -2, so Ken can punish it on hit. Anyways, he does have a car grab. It's actually not the worst. So medium punch keeps you in range, even on block, not the worst. And you can car grab after this, not too bad. So it gives you some options. Heavy kick is still close enough to where it's in range. Let me make sure this still works on standing. Yeah, so you have plus move in the plus move. This is, nope, that's not plus. That is even. You have an even move into a plus move. Boy. So you could maybe catch something in between here and then hit confirm into super, right? If you late confirm this heavy kick, you can just rip it, right? But you're probably not confirming it. If you do it late, if you do it too late, too far away. Another reason why you might use standing medium punch instead of close heavy kick is because stand medium punch, if they're crouching, is +2, and you can actually link Shoryucannon up close. It's really cool, really hard to do. But the reason why you would use that over heavy kick is because it does keep you closer. Heavy kick will push them quite a ways away. So then you have much more distance to travel if you're going to throw them. And there's not really a whole lot you're going to do at this range. This, like, +2, but who cares? Like, what are you going to do with this +2? There's nothing there. So this standing heavy kick, you can confirm it on hit. You can hit confirm this raw as a link or as a cancel. And this is especially true for his Super R3. This is really new player friendly. Heavy kick, if it hits, 1-2 SA3. Really easy confirm. Right? Now you can also hit confirm the initial hit, but we're not gonna get into that. So let's try it with Hado Burst. 2 hits? Hey, look, it linked. Very cool. But what if they're standing? Up, too far away. The standing hurt box, because it's thinner than the crouching hurt box, makes this whiff. So you only want to do that with Super R3, unless you hit confirm that they're crouching. But at the end of the day, you just want to hit confirm as a cancel and not as a link. It's actually not too bad if they parry also. Some people parry forward on wake up and then they attack after it, then your super will punish them if they attack again. This super is not the safest, but in some matchups, some characters can't punish it very well. Like, I don't know, like 12. 12 can't really punish, he can't punish -29. He can't punish things up close that well. So it's not that bad of an idea to do it sometimes. We're going to talk about throw, and then we're going to close with tornado kicks. Okay, one more thing about the Ken versus Sean comparison matchup. Now, Ken, when he grabs you, he actually doesn't have the best Oki. You throw with Ken, we're looking at plus 13 in the Shoto matchup, which means if Ken dashes after throw, he only has plus 1 advantage, it looks like, if you do it correctly. And plus 1 is not that good. When your opponent has 6 frames of throw protection and you dash up and you're only plus 1, throw is gonna be pretty hard to beat. If they wake up with throw, it's gonna be pretty hard to beat that. Actually, I'm not sure if you can. I don't think you have anything fast enough to actually use that plus 1. So even Ken, his neutral throw in the Shoto matchup is not that good. So what about Sean? What happens when Sean throws his opponent? When he throws a Shoto? Oh, he's plus 12. So that means if I dash up, I will not have advantage. My dash is minus 1. That's no good. So I'm back to neutral. And if you recall, my neutral sucks. There is nothing there. You can hit heavy punch if you want. Delay it a little bit. There you go. You throw them into nothing. Now, I noticed the other day, I've played against a couple 12s recently. I don't know why. But I noticed when I grabbed 12, it felt like they woke up. They were up immediately. So I found out that... Wait, why is this minus 1? I saw... No. I just tested this. It was even. It was even. Why is it minus 1 now? No way. Why is this minus 1? I swear to gosh darn it. I just tested this and it was even. Well, it's minus 1 apparently. There you go. 12 gets up first after the throw. Okay, one more thing about his throws. Let's just look at Ken one more time. How much stun does Ken's back throw incur, right? How much stun does this do? 14. Wow. 14. What about Sean's back throw? How much stun does Sean's back throw do? 4. Why? Why? This one has 10 stun. Why is this one 4? The mysteries of Sean. All right, last but not least, we're going to talk about his tornado kicks. His infamous kicks that spin around and look cool and remind you of Dan Hibiki. Bottom line is that any tornado kick, except for EX, is punishable on hit or block. Any of them. If it's not glowing in your face, you can punish it with throw. Every time. Every time. It puts you in range for throw for some reason. So I'm going to have Ken throw. I'll go through all of them. I'm going to have Ken throw. We're going to do all the tornado kicks, and I'm going to hold up. All right? Light kick. Punished. Medium kick. Punished. Heavy kick. Punished. EX on block. Punished. Okay. All right, on block. Maybe that's fair enough, right? But what if they get hit? Light kick. Punished. Medium kick. Punished. Heavy kick. Punished. EX. Ding, 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 ding. I'm minus 1. I can actually avoid the throw. Nice. Jump cancel. Watch this. Jump cancel. Into an unsafe one. So that's it. With tornado kicks, you must use EX unless you're willing to get punished. And some characters can punish better than that. Hugo can punish this. He can 720 and it punishes minus 1. So against Hugo, you can't use any of them. If he has Gigas Breaker stocked up, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat it. So then how in the world do you use these moves besides accepting that you're going to get punished after them? Well, there's 3 things I can think of. You're going to stun your opponent with them. You're going to win the match with them. Or you're going to chip them out with it. You're going to do chip damage with it. Other than getting, you know you're going to get punished for it. I mean, sometimes your opponent doesn't know, you can get away with it, but you don't want to depend on that. So, what combos do I actually get? Let's see. So you can do down medium kick into the light kick, which gets punished. That works. You can do the heavies into the heavy tornadoes and anything below that. Still -4. There's the heavy kick and a tornado kick. Down heavy punch. I think that one doesn't work. Down heavy punch in a tornado. Not a combo. So it's heavy punch and heavy kick. You can do that into the heavy tornado. -4 on hit. If it stuns them, that's good. That's actually really good. But what happens if they're crouching and I do heavy kick? 5 hits. Yep, that works. Heavy kick into EX when they're crouching. I don't think that works. Yeah. Heavy kick into EX tornado kick does not work. And it would be great if it did, because then you can at least hit confirm it. So this doesn't work. It works if they're standing, but not on crouch. Can't do it on crouch. So heavy punch is what works whether they're standing or crouching. That's great. Same with medium punch, actually. That does work. But you can't hit confirm medium punch. But heavy punch, I think you can hit confirm it. It's very difficult. I had to look at their health bar or the score. Some people actually use the score in this game to hit confirm with. I don't, because I just never learned to do it. But if I look at their health, I can kind of hit confirm this. Yeah, see? Oh, credibility ruined. Missed the EX. I think it's possible, but it's probably like a 12 frame hit confirm. Something around 12 or 13, if I had to guess based on feel. Very, very difficult. So yeah, that's what you got. Yep. So what's interesting about Sean is also based on feel. I think that his crouching medium kick is more hit confirmable than Ken's. I think you can actually confirm his better than the other Shotos. Could be wrong, but let me just demonstrate. I'm gonna do crouching medium kick into super. I gotta put my lower back into it. That's pretty good, right? So one might think, maybe I can do crouching medium kick into some of these tornadoes, right? Let's try that light kick one. We know that combo's on hit, right? Even though it's punishable, it still works. So what happens if I try to hit confirm it and do it late? That's actually pretty good. Oh, it doesn't combo if you cancel it late. So, rip. Don't do that. What about EX? Not bad. The EX hit confirm, the crouching medium kick confirming the EX, it's not bad. It's really difficult. But as long as you're reasonably close, it's pretty good. Not bad. So this stand heavy kick has a pretty big cancel window. So you would think, be able to confirm into some of these tornado kicks, which are unsafe. And you can. I think medium kick is reasonable to do. You can hit confirm the close heavy kick into the medium kick. And then if you stun them, you win the match. You're about to chip them. I think those are good. Or you're just willing to get thrown. Not bad. I mean, it is bad, but it is something he has. There's also some weird situations when you get jump-ins, like maybe you want to go into tornado off of a jump-in, right? But you push them too far away and your tornado actually just does not end up hitting them. So maybe let's have them standing. Not bad, that's pretty good. Pretty good. If you happen to hit them crouching, it makes your tornadoes whiff. Boo! So just earlier today, I was thinking, well, maybe I can do jump in into EX tornado. No buffer in between. Just do a raw jump in and then EX tornado. That should be a good idea, right? It doesn't work. Let's see the lowest jumping that I can get. +8. I think I can get 9. There we go, +9. It's 1 frame short of being able to link a jump in into EX Tornado. It'd be great if you hit a jump in from a distance and then you can tornado off of it like that. But it's like such a troll. It's just so close to being able to do it, but you can't. Maybe crouching. It just doesn't work. The EX Tornado is probably slower than what it's written as too. What hit frame is that? Oh, I don't know. It says startup 9, but it might even be slower than that. You can do jump in a target combo, but I'm not talking about what Sean can do. I'm talking about what he can't do that you might want to do. But nah, sometimes you can't do that either because you're too far away for close medium punch. It's just hard to know what to do most of the time when you get a jump in. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like and a subscribe and comment. Tell me what you think. What do you like about Sean? What do you hate about Sean? Hope you learned something. I'm AutoMattock. Peace. Fade.